Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It is a cold one today. Though the sun is shining, we ain't feeling it, right? Sun is shining, but we ain't feeling it. All right, good people. It's been been crazy for me personally, but I just want to talk about something, and I just want to prepare you guys right now. If you're new to the page, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. If you want to know the total truth about the stock market and crypto, make sure that notification bell is selected for all. I'm just here to keep it real. I'm not here to sell you hopium. I'm not here to just tell you what you want to hear. I would have 1.5 million subscribers if I was here to do that. I'm here to make you money, or to help make you money. That's what my goal is. And I could care less what anybody else thinks. Now, I'm going to front end this by saying someone is going to say, Larry, you're sounding bearish. And that person will lose money. They absolutely will lose money. And that person is new to this game. They're like, oh, I've been in this for years, since 2020. Watch somebody in the comment section. I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you the truth. The stock market, I have been kind of easing in and just softly letting you guys know about the market being expensive. You guys know I could be just saying XRP is going to be $1 million. I could say that the S&P is going to end up at 7,500, 8,000 this year, and I would have gotten a lot of views. Instead, I've been telling you guys the truth, and it's not, my titles are not super sexy like the other ones. I get it. I'm not shining. I'm not putting shade on anyone else. I'm just a realist. And there's other influencers out there that are really, really real. Okay. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that I'm cashing up. And I'm just going to be real with you guys. I'm cashing up. And when I do some buying, everybody that's in Money Moves, you guys know it ain't been a lot, because I believe that the entire stock market is where we were at the end of 2021, where it's too expensive. Somebody left a comment, and I try to read as many as I can. It's changed from here on out. PEs don't matter anymore. Yes, they do. They haven't really mattered, the truth be told, since 2023. All right, 2022 was a bear market. From 2023 until now, they really haven't mattered. It really didn't. There was money to be made, pump. But eventually, everyone gets called. Everyone that has a work, everyone that has a job has to do an evaluation. These companies have to do an evaluation. And if you can't justify a company paying you money, you're going to be let go. And that's what's happening with the stock market, with these insane evaluations. They're getting called, and they're getting called by the CEO to have an evaluation done. And if you say that's out of the window, you know nothing about investing. So I've been telling people, if I were you and I was just getting into the stock market, though I would participate, and I used to say 25%, now I'm at 20%. I would put, for every dollar that I put in my broker, I would only be putting 20 cents to work. And I would leave the other 80 cents in cash, because there is a pullback coming. We don't know when. No one knows when. And the market could still go up. And so this is just a way for Larry to participate in the market, though we've made a lot of money in 2025. We've made a lot of money. But there's going to be a huge opportunity. And if you're that one person to say, Larry, you're sounding very bearish, before you make that comment, I'm sounding bullish. And what I mean by bullish is my moves will be bullish. That if a downturn absolutely start to happen, because the charts are not looking good fundamentally, And yes, I've been saying that the market could go higher this year. It could end higher, and that still could happen with the last 2 weeks. But 2026 is going to be a year of ultimate reality, I believe. And no one really knows. We can all just guess or guesstimate when, whether it be Q1 or Q2. No one really knows. I don't know. But what I do know is that at some point there will be a pullback. Is 2022 the year? It could be. Now, Tom Lee says that he expects it to be a run up and then a 20% sell off, right? But then a rebound after that. And what I want to tell you is that I am calling every one of my stock into the principal's office, and I'm looking at the evaluation. I'm seeing if quarter over quarter they've been making money or losing money. I'm seeing is the PE lower or higher than every other one in the same sector. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And I've been really softly talking about that, but I'm going to talk about it right now. And Stock Up with Larry Jones is going to tell you it's time to start cashing up. And sometimes cashing up means selling some of the stock that you're good in. And I don't know why I can't talk about this anymore where it doesn't invoke fear. This is not to invoke fear. This is for us to be ready. Now, if you don't, and I'm not telling you to sell your stock, I'm saying have some cash ready just in case. I'm not telling you to sell your long-term positions. Let me be clear, right? But if you got big tech in some of my blue chip big tech companies, before Liberation Day, I told you guys, I came here and told you I got stop losses set and they triggered. And then I rolled some of those into ETFs. Okay. So where I am right now is I'm cashing up. So right now I'm not buying a lot, but I'm putting in money. And what I'm doing is I'm doing options. And so what I'm challenging you to do is to learn something new. If the market does start going down, then I'm actually just getting in and out. And the truth be told, I'm out the same day. I'm not holding overnight. I'm out the same day. And what do? I leave that cash in my broker. So I'm cashing up that way to get ready. So I'm still making money. So I'm not really buying a lot of stock right now. And there's been days where I don't buy anything. We just wait. And because eventually the market's going to pull back 10%, the S&P. Eventually the S&P is going to pull back 20%. So I'm saying this now, while the market is at all-time highs, I'm saying this now, that just get ready. Now, this week is going to be interesting. Monday should be interesting after Friday's sell-off, especially with big tech and the Qs, right? It was a warning sign. And so that's why I talk about it. I don't wait until it happens to talk about it. I talk about it before, because everyone could come at the bottom and say, hey, maybe you should think about, having some cash. You don't need anybody telling you that at the bottom. You need somebody telling you that at the top, right? And vice versa. At the bottom, you need somebody telling you, hey, it's time to start buying. And so that's what I'm coming on here to say to you guys. Just cash up. Now, somebody's going to say how much. It's different for everyone else, right? So I'm not telling you not to buy. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. You got to do your own due diligence and your own homework. But what I am telling you is that it's okay to have cash. My cash in my Fidelity is making 3.64% right now. So it's better than me having it in the bank. I'm just telling you guys the truth of what I'm doing. So is this sad news? No, because I got to have money to do my options. So if the market does start going down, we're going to make money doing puts on companies and ETFs. You can't do a put on the ETF, right? We do it all the time on the Qs and the SPY. And so come join me. Number one, I want you to go to Stock Up You. I want you to put in a coupon code. I want you to go and if you haven't seen, I'm going to leave a link to the video here. I was on Wall Street with the Melanin Money guys, and there was a special Christmas coupon code. I'm going to let you know that code is money, MONEY. If you don't have it, you can use that code. I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to run that on Christmas. And I want you guys to know just to be ready. And I want you to learn. I want you to go to the Options for Dummies chapter. And I want you to learn how to do options. Then I want you to come over to Money Moves. That's my, and I want you to come over to Money Moves then and only then, and come and learn and earn with us, because we're going to be making money regardless of what this market does. Okay. So I want to get a full understanding. There's a time and a season for everything. Crypto keeps cooling off also, right? At some point, we're going to be in crypto winter. And what I don't want you to do is overbuy at the top. And I want you to have at least 80% of your money in cash when crypto winter comes. Follow? I want you to have some money in your trading accounts when the market pulls back 10, 15, 20%. Because Larry, just like we did after Liberation Day, Larry's going to go on a buying spree, and you got to have cash, not the normal cash. And here's what I will end with. Every single time you get paid, you should be putting money in your broker. That is financial advice. You should be putting money in your investment broker, because that is how you're going to retire. And just starting with the S&P 500-ish, you're going to do better even than your 401k at your job over your work history. Okay? That's what I want to tell you. And I also want to requote Warren Buffett. The stock market, and now I'm saying the crypto market, is a tool that is used to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. So we're going to keep our eyes on Monday. Right now, day by day. Don't look for a Santa Claus rally. I'm not saying it's not coming. Don't bet on it. Don't bet on the market crashing by the end of the year either. Don't bet on it. Right now, I'm saying that we need to pay attention to the market day by day, news story by news story. Friday, after Wednesday FOMC meeting. Friday, what happened? The market sells off. Was it the FOMC meeting? Nope. You guys know. I left it on yesterday's video. Pretty much one company caused a cascade of fear from AI. Okay? Oracle was a big mover. Oracle and OpenAI. And that's showing you that the entire stock market is propped up basically on 7 companies. And everything is betting on AI. And is there a bubble? Yes. But remember, the dot-com bubble, what came out of that? The internet. So there will be winners. But the biggest opportunity for me right now is to have cash on those pullbacks. And therein is where we're going to build true wealth. At some point, especially your ETF and blue chips, at some point you just want to get in and never touch it. And I'm in some of those positions, but some of the newer positions I want to start, I'm waiting for that opportunity. And I believe that that opportunity is ahead of us and not behind us. That's what I believe. Okay? I believe that we can revisit the lows of Liberation Day easily. I believe we can revisit those. I'm not saying it can. Now, I can finish this and Monday the market can go up, but I'm just saying zoom out. And I'm just talking about long-term positions. I'm not talking about swing trades, okay? I'm just saying long-term positions, you gotta zoom out and see, am I building wealth while I'm doing swing trades? Am I building true generational wealth while I'm doing options? When I make money from my options and I win big, I always put some amount of that money into my long-term positions. Even if you're not going to sell those long-term positions, let's say they're ETFs, even if you're not going to sell, remember, that's the house's money that you won. It did not come from you. So it's okay to keep those, right? And if it goes down, just have more to buy in more with ETFs. So yeah, I like ETFs like VUG, VTI and VOO, cool, all kind of ETFs. There's a whole so many. You guys got some. You guys got some that no one's ever heard of. You guys got some that I haven't heard of. There's so many ETFs and so many good reasons to buy so many ETFs, okay? But then at some point, big tech is going to be cheap again, and there's going to be a time to buy back in. And yes, you got companies like Netflix. Josh brought that up. I'm not as excited about it as most are, because I basically don't like companies like Netflix, Lululemon, Zoom, all of those companies that Peloton, that took birth during the 2020 recession, and they got that bounce. And some of them have turned around and failed, like Peloton, right? Because we're not locked up again. Well, Netflix is different because they made some smart moves, and there's money to be made in Netflix. I just see my eye. I just want to keep my cash for things that I want to hold much longer. So for me, if I was buying Netflix, it would be more of a swing trade for me. Okay. And I may do some call options, and I'll let people in Money Moves know. And if I do a call option on Netflix, I'll let you guys know too. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. This one went long, so I'm going to, late tonight will be my inspiration. And I just want to talk about how we need to look out for people that look out for people. I know I'm going to touch on that again. All right, good people, I love you guys. Last night, my entire family is on a boat, and not my entire family, but my cousins and everything, over 107 people on a cruise. And Friday night, after I got through shooting, I got on a plane Friday night, flew to LA just to meet with my cousins at the hotel. I got there about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I believe. And then 9 o'clock Saturday morning, I got on a plane and came right back. So I can be with Dad, and I just wanted the family to just go. We planned that a year ago. So I've been traveling a lot, a little jet lagged. But I'm just telling you guys, we're going to go in this week. We need to be ready for whatever comes. And lastly, again, don't overreact if you see something, okay? If I think the market is falling apart and I start to sell, I'm never going to sell and not tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys, look, guys, whether you say I'm overreacting or not, I'm going to just say, hey, I'm putting some stop losses on, and here's why, because here are the levels I think they're going to. So stay tuned, all right, good people? I just wanted to come with you and keep it real, like I always will do. Keep it real, all right? And listen and lesson. Don't get your emotions. For the one person that got ready to type in, oh, Larry sound embarrassed, so it's time to buy. You can be crazy enough to follow somebody that don't know what they're talking about and don't know how to navigate markets like this. You better listen to someone that knows what they're talking about. And that's not just me. I want you to just listen to a multitude of people and listen to the charts, listen to what's happening, look at the charts, see what's happened fundamentally, and see what's happened psychologically in these markets. And then you make a decision for yourself, right? Love you guys for real. Live, love, laugh, and learn.